Hi everyone, it's Alex Sparks here from Sparks Finance and I'm your local mortgage broker in Bathurst. This video is the December 2022 market update. Now yesterday, unfortunately, the Reserve Bank met and decided to increase interest rates for the 8th consecutive time, increasing it by 0.25%, taking the cash rate to 3.1%. Now obviously that's not ideal once again for people with a variable home loan, but it's just something to understand where we are in the economy at the moment. So what that means for people with the variable loan, if you have a mortgage of say $500,000, that increase of 0.25% is going to be an increase in your monthly mortgage payments of around about the $75 per month. Now leading into Christmas, obviously spending does get a little bit tight. So, it's really important to do some little tips to make sure that you guys aren't putting yourself in too much financial burden over the Christmas break. Things like making sure you try to get your presents early. I'm a shocker for this personally, but try to get those presents early, right? Planning ahead of that time so you're not, dropping extra just so you can get something really quickly. Making sure that you're adjusting and budgeting for any nights out, Christmas parties and things like that, and really just trying to manage your finances the best you can so you're not getting to sort of January with that financial hangover. But look, everyone, I wish you all the best for the Christmas break anyway, and the silly season. I hope everyone has a fantastic time meeting with family and friends. But as I said, just make sure you watch those finance because things are getting a little bit tighter for people. We just want to make sure that you don't have any stresses moving into 2023. On another note, just looking at the different rates in the market at the moment now, some of the good rates for a variable loan are hanging around that sort of 4.5 type of market at the moment. With this increase, you'll probably be looking at around about that sort of 4.7 for a good rate in the market at the moment. It's really important to make sure you just check your rate to make sure that you've got the best one available for you. Interesting in the market at the moment, fixed rates with some banks are starting to climb. However, ING, for example, they've actually dropped their fixed rates by a small amount. So it's just an interesting thing at the market. They're sort of they're sending mixed signals. I think ING maybe are going for a little bit of market share within that fixed rate space by reducing those and getting the marketing for it. So when you're looking at your loans, it's really important to make sure that you have a strategy there. If you do decide to go fixed, currently they're sitting anywhere from 1% higher than what the variable rates are. So it's important just to have that strategy around why you're going with that. A lot of people will be fixing at the moment or splitting their loans with some fixed, some variable, just to sort of go, look, we don't have a crystal ball. We don't know exactly what's going to happen, but we're just sort of hedging our bets just in case they do rise. I was on a call with the ANZ chief economist yesterday, and they're expecting rates, the cash rate to peak at 3.85%. Now, what that essentially shows, currently the cash rate is at 3.1%. So we can expect, there to be that, well, they're expecting to be at least 0.75% increase in the next, probably 6 months or so. So it's something that, once again, we just take that into account when we're building our strategy for our home loan, and that's what we're speaking with our clients with at the moment. So when we look at this, having a look at the RBA in their recommendations, yes, they did advise, look, expect more increases. So that kind of aligns with what the ANZ economist is saying. So look, we expect them to hopefully peak at 3.85 as the economy is still showing a lot of inflation. So we want to make sure that we're taking that into account. In a good note, a big win for our industry in the mortgage broking industry that the last quarter, we actually the broker channel as a whole wrote 70% of all mortgages within the country. That's just a massive win for us. I think it just shows how much consumers are valuing what we can provide. Instead of just going directly to a bank with borrowing capacities decrease, instead of just going to your direct bank, say CommBank in Bathurst, we can have access to so many different lenders. And I think that's really sort of starting to show now, and those consumers are getting more knowledge around, getting better deals and stuff like that. So for everyone to be, 70% of people to be choosing the broker channel as an option for their finance, just fantastic. And as I said, we're just really looking forward to increasing that and increasing the value proposition for all our customers. So moving forward, look, speaking with a few agents over the last week, look, exciting stuff. The amount of listings that are coming and properties coming on the market are continuing to grow. This week we have had an increase again in the amount of listings on the market. So what's that essentially showing here? That buyers are getting more of an opportunity now. Previous 6 months ago or more, when you go to a property, it comes up on domain that's already gone, sold off market, or whatever that might be, and especially first home buyers not really getting that opportunity to put in a really competitive offer because the properties were just going like that. Now we're seeing those the time on the market, just extending that little bit. Okay, so it's just giving people more time. Agents are coming to me saying, what buyers do we have here? Can they get over the line? And they got a little bit more time, so it just gives you a little bit more breathing room. But some really great properties coming up in the area. I really urge you, if you're considering to buy, don't be too scared by the market. Base the purchase on the asset itself. Okay, so understand that the asset that I'm buying is good. It matches my criteria and what I want to do in the future. So there's still some fantastic property available out there. So if you have any questions and want to get in the market, please don't hesitate to let me know. The other thing is obviously just around the government incentives. For first home buyers, the regional first home buyer guarantee still has places available. So you can get in that property for 5% deposit and not have to pay any lender's mortgage insurance. So there's some fantastic opportunities out there. Although you are seeing a bit of gloom in the media, once again, it's really important just to make sure you have your strategy set. And if you want to get into the market, you've got a plan to do so. But look, guys, as I said, moving into the Christmas break, I hope everyone has a fantastic time with their family. Please stay safe. I look forward to catching up with you in January for our January update. But let's hit the ground running. Have a great time over the Christmas break, and let's all have a really big 2023. Thanks, guys.